How does a person get rid of the worry that he hasn't done enough tshuva? Well, that depends. If he wants to be a tzaddik or if he wants to be a dreamer. If he wants to be a dreamer, then he could listen to all of the self-help gurus like Tony Robbins and the rest of his buddies and say, don't worry, and he stops worrying. That's a dreamer. If he wants to be a tzaddik, never stop worrying. Reshit chokhmah yirat Hashem. The beginning of wisdom is fear of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Petrified, constantly. Why? Maybe I didn't do enough. Maybe I haven't finished. Maybe even the tshuva that I did is wrong. Maybe I forgot the sins that I made and I haven't even done tshuva for them. How do I know this? Gemara Masechet Brachot has one of the greatest tzaddikim that ever lived, Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan is on his deathbed. His students come to him and says, Rabbi, teach us something before you go to Olam Haba. Teach us something that's going to get us to Gan Eden. He says to them, may you have as much fear of Hashem as you have of man. Students say, no, Rabbi, you mean confused, right? Maybe we have fear of man as much as we have fear of Hashem. It's the opposite, right? He goes, no. You are more afraid of the cops pulling you over than you are afraid of Hashem. Why? If you're driving 100 miles an hour and the cop pulls you over, you almost have a small little miniature heart attack. Oh, I'm going to get a ticket. It's going to be $500. Let me see if I have any PBA cards. Maybe I call my cousin that's a cop. You're so scared to get a ticket. You get you get something in the mail that you have a meeting in court. IRS sent you a notice. You don't even know what it's about. Already scared. But driving on Shabbat, people drive on Shabbat, no big deal. Looking at a goya that's not your, they look. Touching your wife when she's nidan, they touch. Hey, it's kosher, not kosher. It's delicious anyway. Hashem understands. People make sins all the time. What? Because they're not afraid of Hashem. So Rabbi Yochanan said to his students, may you be afraid of Hashem. How much? At least as much as you're afraid of people. So then he says to them, after he explains this, I'm scared. On my deathbed, I'm scared. And he said, Rabbi, why are you scared? Why are you crying? He says, because I know that I'm about to meet my Maker. I'm about to meet HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And I don't know if they're going to take me to Gan Eden or to Gehenom. This, Rabotai, is one of the most righteous people that ever lived. One of the foundations of our oral Torah in general, was able to revive the dead because of his Kedusha. Somebody died, he looked at him, brought him back to life. That's how holy he was. And he wasn't sure of himself, of whether he's going to Gan Eden or Gehenom. To spoil it, he went to Gan Eden. But the point is, Rabotai, why? Why did he go to Gan Eden? Not because of the mitzvot, but because he was worried constantly, am I doing enough? Am I doing enough? Am I doing enough? When you're constantly worried, am I doing enough? You end up doing more than enough. When you end up having ambition in life, what's ambition? Ambition is a constant desire to do better. That's ambition. In essence, you could say it's worry. Worry about being homeless, worry about not meeting your own mark, worrying about not beating the competition. It's worry. Worry is good if you know how to channel it. If you know how to channel it. If you channel it that you just have zero confidence and no matter what you do you're still depressed, no, that's just Yetzirah. We're supposed to be worried in order to encourage us and drive us to do better. Do your mitzvah. The mitzvah that you're doing now, do it better next time. The prayer you prayed now, next time pray better. The learning you did today, next time learn better. I can tell you a small little secret and then we'll go to the next question. I always tell people that if you come to my shiurim, there's so much information in them. If you studied for this shiur, all the books that we cover, you studied from the beginning to end, not just this one, any one of the shiurim, we talk on the average somewhere between 50 to 100 sources per shiur. If you studied enough Torah to learn all these 50 to 100 sources, if you're a heavy reader, at least 8 to 12 months of information. But you're getting it on a silver platter. And this is not to give myself a compliment. This is simply to give you an understanding of what you have. Now, when I study with my rabbi, till this day, today I studied with him, Baruch Hashem. Yesterday I studied with them. The day before I studied, Baruch Hashem, every day I study with them. A little bit every day, sometimes more, sometimes less, but every day. You know what I do? I bring a notebook. and I try to write down every single word he says. Every single word he says. Why? I don't want to miss anything. Why? This is important. This could change my life. Maybe not today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe next week. Maybe next year. Maybe I could use it in a shiur. Maybe I could give it to some. Maybe somebody else needs it more than me. I want to write it down. Why? This is a diamond. So I tell people, bring notebooks. Write down some of the stuff I'm going to say, because there's no way in the world you're going to remember all of it. It's impossible. I don't remember all of it, and I'm saying it. So it's important that you take the Torah that you learn, try to write some stuff down. Try to take some more than just mental notes. More than just mental notes. Study the Torah. Don't just watch it like it's a movie. Because once you write it down, then it's like you reviewed it 7 times. When you write something down, it's like you reviewed it 7 times. That already helps your memory. That already, once you wrote it once, it's as if you read the same thing or heard the same thing 7 times. That already is going to help you remember it when you need it down the road. That also shows that it's important to you. So especially when you have so many sources, so many things, take advantage of it, because it's literally being given to you on a silver platter, and if you were to study it yourself, it would take you a very, very long time. So when you can get it on a silver platter, it's much easier, because instead of studying for 8 to 12 months just for one shiur, you could simply take, 1 page, 2 pages full of notes, and you have literally 10 months of Torah in your hand.